start with the first round of cuts that the Pittsburgh Steelers have made this offseason. They're the first team to make any cuts in the offseason. They get rid of Mitch Trubisky, Chuks Okorafor, and Presley Harvin. Saves them just over $12 million. I believe the number is $12.65 million in salary cap space. They're still about $4 million over the cap number. Easy to get down. We expect more releases to come, more cuts to come. But you look at these first four, what was the message that you saw? What was the message that you believe the Pittsburgh Steelers sent?
Yeah, I mean, none of these cuts in particular are very surprising. I mean, Mitch Trubisky, it felt like he was on his way out ever since he got benched for Kenny Pickett, quite honestly, last year. Chuks Okorafor, kind of the same thing when he got replaced by Broderick Jones, and then Presley Harvin. It felt like they were never going to get rid of him, but that all makes sense. This is, like I said, none of this is particularly surprising, but I think the timing of it is. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers, not really an organization I think of, or at least in my experience, that has been this level of like decisive and quick with their movements, and just really decisive about moves like these. Like it feels like they have at certain times dragged things out a little bit, but this, I think, reflects a very clear vision of what they want for the future. And I mean, these were obvious moves, but they made them quickly, and they wanted to move on to bigger and better things. So they need to know what kind of cap space they're dealing with, and these are a bunch of big moves that clear up a ton of space for them moving forward.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I took it away as they're moving fast. They have a detailed plan, which I think is awesome. In years past, you look at it and you go, the Steelers, like they understand where they are and where they'd like to be, but they're going to play it slow. They're going to take everything a step at a time. It kind of feels like Omar Khan has this laid out and says, look, this is how we're going to get to where we need to be. And this is step one. We're going to make step one immediately. There's no holding back. Then we'll go to step two. Then we'll go to step three. It just feels like they know exactly where they want to be at the end of the offseason and how they have to get there. And the urgency is there, which I think is cool. This is not the same approach that the Steelers have taken in the past. And I think immediately you start to look at that and say, that is, I don't know, that's good news for the Steelers. It's good news for those sitting around wondering how this offseason is going to go and worrying about, on Monday we talked about, this is going to be boring. They're going to go back to their old ways. Immediately the mindset switches and you go, all right, well, look at this team, they know what they would like to accomplish and they're starting to move towards that goal, which is very different. And I think the plan is there.